Hello, ladies and gentlemen, even if there isn't any, welcome back to the Great Pyramid of Opinions. Now you may be thinking, where the fuck is the stage? Where is the audience? Where is everyone? Well, it appears that I got kicked out of the booth, and right now, I'm doing this in the closet. So, I don't know what to do. Here's the intro. And because I don't have any audio, I could have to do this with my voice. Sorry about that. So, here's the intro, I guess. Here it is.
Who the fuck was that? Who's here?
Oh fuck, I think my cover was blown. I think they heard me.
Sir, I think there's someone in the closet. I'm gonna go check it out right now. Who the fuck's talking? Oh, wait.
For this TLS, we're gonna...
Aha! I knew! No!
Sorry about that, everyone. I am doing all fantilly-tastic. You're thinking, what the fuck was that? Well, I'm not obligated to say what happened. Anyways, for this video, we're going to be looking at Disney theme songs tier list. Now, what I mean by that is not Disney movie theme songs. We're going to look at Disney theme songs as in TV show theme songs. Now, I didn't really expect myself to make this because I'm not gonna lie, there isn't that much Disney shows that I know exists. Or even if they exist, I wasn't even bothered to watch them. But I've been intrigued lately by looking at some pretty interesting Disney TV shows that I saw on Disney Plus. And I ultimately decided, you know what, why not? Let's do a Disney theme songs tier list. Now, of course, the same rules apply here. Shows that I absolutely have no idea of, or shows that I absolutely never watched before, will not be featured on the tier list. It's only going to focus on shows that I'm aware about or have watched. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's make some Mickey Mouse fans angry. First up on the list is Bizarre Arc.
You could spend all day on a swing eating a baguette, but why do boring things like that when there's the internet? Let's go make some videos. Hey, let's go make some videos. Hey, you could watch Dirk do it.
When I watch this show, I get strong mixed feelings of Big Time Rush, iCarly, and maybe a hint of Zoe 101 mashed up together. It's a Frankenstein, and I oddly like that. I thought this would be some fusion confusion type shit, but it is really not bad. It blew me away when I watched it for the first time. And the theme song itself, it is really catchy. I'm going to be putting this at an A tier. What a great start to this tier list.
Hey! You're only putting it on A tier because Olivia Rodrigo's in it!
Listen here, just because you're right doesn't mean you can expose me like that. God, I hate that. Anyways, the next show we're gonna look at is Phineas and Ferb.
There's 104 days of summer vacation, and school comes along just to end it. So the annual problem for our generation is finding a good way to spend it.
Incoming controversy alerts. I never really cared for Phineas and Ferb. As a kid, I always found the theme song obnoxious. I found the show to be abhorrent as a kid. Nowadays, I've grown mature, and I'll say that I do kind of like it. It's not something I'd write home about. It's not my personal favorite. So because of that, I'm going to be putting this at a C tier. The next show we're going to look at is Ducktales. To avoid any confusion, we're going to look at both the OG and the new version.
Life is like a hurricane.
Here in Duckburg, race cars, lasers, airplanes. It's a Duckburg.
Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. Ducktales, woo. Every day they're out there making
Ducktales, woo.
Make no mistake that the DuckTales theme song will always be timeless. Both versions are good, but if I had a preference, it'd have to be the OG version. Well, of course, everyone will say the OG version is better, but still, I'm going to be putting the old version at an S tier and the new version at an A tier. Up next is Kim Possible.
basic average girl, and I'm here to save the world. You can't stop me 'cause I'm Kim.
I barely watched Kim Possible, but I will say the theme song, it's not bad. It's not godly, but it's perfectly adequate. So for that, I'm going to put it at a B tier. Perfectly average. Up next is, in my opinion, one of the most overrated Disney cartoon shows, period. Gravity Falls. I like Gravity Falls. It is pretty alright, but I would say it is kind of overrated at times. A lot of people say it was the greatest Disney cartoon show to ever be conceived, and I'm here like, bro, it's not the best. It's not. But is it good? Yes. The theme song, okay, here's another controversial thing coming. I don't really like the theme song. Something about it just doesn't rub me the right way. It doesn't hit the sweet spot for me. So I'm going to put it at C tier, right next to Phineas and Ferb, because it's good, but it's not godly.
Imagine being called Dipper though. Dipper's fucking pussy. He's one of the worst characters I've ever watched.
But what does hit the sweet spot though is the Owl House. Yeah, there is no question about it. This is gonna be an S tier. No questions asked. The Owl House, both the show itself and the theme song, are absolutely outstanding. I was really surprised when I watched it for the first time, because prior to this, I was at a point in which I was distancing myself from any show whatsoever. But then, one day, a friend of mine showed me this, and I absolutely fell in love. And I watched almost the entire series in 24 hours. Because this show brought me back into watching any show, this is becoming an S tier. This got a lot of value. Up next is Hannah Montana. The Hannah Montana show is an interesting topic. Well, I've barely watched it. I instantly recognized the theme song for whatever reason. The theme song is just so iconic. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it is. So for that, I'm going to put this at an A tier. It's both catchy and famous. Next up is Wizards of Waverly Place.
Everything is not what it seems.
Well, you know everything's gonna be a breeze. The end will no doubt justify the means. We can fix any problem with the slightest of ease. Yes, please. But you
Wizards of Waverly Place is a fun one. I really like the theme, and I didn't realize Selena Gomez was on it. I got mindfucked when I found that out. Nevertheless, Wizards of Waverly Place is gonna be a B tier. It is perfectly adequate. But now it's time for our final show. Now, before you say anything, the rule was any show that I am completely unaware about will not be featured on the tier list. And unfortunately, there wasn't that much shows that I know on Disney Channel because I was fully focused on Nickelodeon and Boomerang. Disney Channel was just way back in my mind. And I would regret that nowadays. I do find myself regretting that. Because there seems to be a lot of shows on here that I just passed on when I was a kid. But anyways, our final show is The Ghost and Molly McGee.
Can't believe you're all mine. You and me for all time. I'm never, ever, ever gonna be alone again.
Oh boy.
The dream team, you and me.
For all eternity.
For all eternity. It's the ghost and Molly McGee.
I've been cursed. It's the worst.
Now you're stuck with me.
What the hell was that? I have no words. What the fuck was even that? It may be weird because it's out of context, because I've never watched the show yet, but what the fuck? I'm gonna put this at a C tier. What was that? Alright, let me calm down now. It seems that we have finished the tier list. I know it's a very short tier list, and I apologize for not knowing a lot of Disney shows, but I feel there was enough shows for me to do a tier list, and plus, it's Disney. And yes, I would agree we ended off on a very weird note. Ghost and Molly McGee was very strange. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, stay tuned because best yet to come. Alright, officer, can I leave now?
Alright.
Finally!